Ptah, the body. Yes, because Ptah is the bull. El, it's solid form. Ra is the radiation of spirit. It's the opposite. And they go together everywhere in the world. It's called spirit and matter. Their cities on earth established forever are Thebes, Heliopolis, Memphis, stable for eternity. When a message comes from heaven, it is heard in Heliopolis, the heart chakra. So you've got to imagine the head is here and the heart is here. It's upside down. This system's upside down. It is repeated at Memphis to Ptah, and it is made into a letter written in the letters of Thoth at Hermopolis. Of course, Hermes or Moses has got the writing stylus. So they're written here for the city of Amun, Thebes. And there it is. When a message comes from heaven, goes here, it's repeated to Jupiter, it is given to Thoth with the writing stylus, Hermes, and for Amun, for the priests of Amun in Karnak. Now you were talking about the Hindu version of the writer, Ganesh. That's Ganesh, it's Thoth. And another word is Buddha for Thoth. It's exactly the same name. And that's what...
Well, Buddha means intelligence, actually.
Yeah.
Buddhi.
Yeah.
But what's the head on Thoth, isn't it?
Ibis.
An ibis, as opposed to... Look, I've come across this a little bit in the Greek, and if we look at Jupiter and... Who is it? What happens is they have two children. One's called Hephaestus. It's described that he's so ugly they throw him out of heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one's Aries. Well, Shiva and Parvati have two sons. One's called Skanda, who's the Aryan god of war, Aries.
Mm-hmm.
He has white skin and blue eyes. And Ganesh, who's actually a human being, or in a human form, but Shiva got angry and cut his head off.
Yeah.
He didn't even know it was his own son.
Yeah.
So when Parvati says, "What have you done? You killed your own son." He says, "That's all right, I'll just put the next head I find on the head of my child."
Yeah.
And that's how come Ganesh is featuring elephant look.
Yeah.
Because that was the first creature that came past Shiva.
Yeah.
Cut the head off the elephant, stick it on the sun. There you've got Ganesh.
Right, and the ibis head is the same. But what they're doing is they're harking back to the original theology which comes from the body. This is how the body is constructed. See, everything repeats the body. There's the head chakra, the ram, Ra.
Yes, same.
Yeah, there's the cerebellum along the spine, then you're going down to the twins, the chest, and the heart. And the Egyptians did that in everything. And that's why you still have these scriptures, like a scripture in the Bible that says, "In Ramah I heard weeping, for Rachel is weeping for her children, because they are no more." Well, Ramah, that's the ram. You know, and Rachel, Rael, is weeping because the children are not returning to the ram. In other words, the beautiful sacred fluids which descend from the claustrum down the spine to the sacrum are not being returned because we're living riotously. You see, overeating, over-drinking, over-sexed, and all of this stuff destroys and burns the oil, you see. So what we're doing is we're consuming in riotous living down there where Lot went down to Sodom and Gomorrah.
In the Marulida chakra.
Yes.
That's why bass music and rock and roll makes the hips move.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
Grounding everyone in sex and ordinary practices.
Yeah. Yeah. The opposite pole of the spiritual. Music can also delight the spiritual vibration, or you can do the bass. You can design music to treat every chakra. Yeah, and rock and roll does that. Rock and roll goes straight down to the sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Right? And it's not evil, but it's evil in the sense that it's not going to get you to go up where there is no pain and suffering. And that's really where we want to go. Otherwise we would be static, we wouldn't be going anywhere. And this science helps us. This science is beautiful, you know. when I started looking for Ra, I'll keep this conversation to Ra because there's so much to tell. When I was looking for Ra, and I knew that the body is Solomon's temple because the scriptures tell you that the temple of Solomon was not built with the sound of hammer or sword. And I knew that the organ in the brain called Ammon's horn, the hippocampus, was, and we have parts in the body called foramens, the little holes that nerves go into. For instance, we have in the occipital bone, we have a hole like this. It's called the foramen magnum, the big foramen. There are 21 foramens in your body. And they're just holes. Amen. The body's full of amens. When I was looking for them, then I realised, who was the architect of Solomon's temple? Hiram.
Mm-hmm.
It always comes to Ra. And then when I realised that Ra is always in the middle, I realised that's Isis. That's Ra, the radius, which is Ra, God. And that's why Marconi called the radio, he called it Ra Dio. Radio. Radio is God. And so you have is Ra and L is the circle. The circumference of L. And in the Leiden papyrus, which we just read, where it says all the gods are three, Amun, Ra and Ptah. Amun, who is the Atum, as it said there, that's Amun, and then there's Ra, and this is Ptah, the perimeter. The perimeter, Ptah.
So of these three in this trinity, which one would you say is Brahma? Or which one? So Ra, Brahma.
Yep.
So which one would be Shiva then? The circle Ptah.
Yeah.
And so Atum would be Vishnu, Narayan.
Well, it's always, you guys always say Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, isn't it? That's the order.
Brahma's the creator.
Yeah.
His son is Shiva.
Yeah.
And Vishnu is the sacred spirit of the Paramatma.
Sorry, the other way around. That's Vishnu. That's Brahma. Well, it tells you, Bra.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's the creator. This creates. This is sevenfold.
Yes.
And it goes down your spine. And we call them chakras.
Mm-hmm.
Discs.
Yep.
There are 7 of them, 7 Ras along the radius. Ras. And the top one, Sahas. You say it again, you said it better than me. Sahasrara. The top.
Say
The top chakra.
Yes, Sahasra chakra.
Good. Thank you very much.
I think it technically means like 1,008 lotus petals. Sahasranam. The word Sahasranam means 1,008 words, or 108 sometimes.
108, yeah. Well, 108 is a processional number.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a very important number. You see it everywhere. And the Freemasons in Melbourne have, if you go to the 64 grid block of the city of Melbourne, hello 64, DNA codons, chessboard, the I-Ching number. They designed it perfectly. When you come up to 108, it stands out. I don't know how many 108s that just stand out, and they're all Freemasonic buildings in Melbourne.
Well, that's how many beads we have in our japa.
Yeah,
It is absolutely the universal number.
yeah.